Hey guys, look, I'm about to save you from making a huge mistake that could cost you hundreds this year. If you're still using some basic credit card with zero rewards or worse, paying interest on a high rate card, you need to pay attention. I'm putting two of the most popular cashback cards head to head today. The Discover It Cashback and the Citi Double Cash. One gives you 5% on rotating categories plus doubles, everything in year one. The other gives you steady 2% on everything, no games. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one makes you more money based on how you spend. Plus, I'll share a strategy most people miss. So hit subscribe right now because we're diving into the real numbers. Annual fees. Let's start simple. What's this going to cost you? Good news. Both cards are completely free. Zero annual fee. You're not paying the bank just to keep these in your wallet. The Discover card has that customizable look. You can pick your design when you apply. The Citi card is more minimal and professional. Different vibes, but both free to own. Rewards breakdown. Here's where it gets interesting. Discover It Cashback works like a treasure hunt. Every quarter, they announce new 5% categories. Gas, groceries, Amazon, restaurants. Places you're spending anyway, but it's capped at $1,500 per quarter, then drops to 1%. Here's the kicker. In your first year, Discover doubles all your cashback. Earn $400. They make it $800. That's not a sign-up bonus. That's a year-long boost. Citi Double Cash is the steady option. Simple 2% on everything. 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay. No categories, no caps, no thinking required. Bottom line, if you're organized and want maximum rewards, Discover can be huge, especially year one. If you want simple and steady, Citi's 2% adds up fast. Discover doesn't do traditional bonuses. Instead, that cashback match I mentioned, they double everything for 12 months. No limits. Citi offers 0% APR on balance transfers for 18 months. If you're paying 20% interest somewhere else, this could save you thousands. There's a 3% transfer fee, but still way better than high interest. Both have zero annual fees. Discover gives 0% APR on purchases for 15 months if you qualify. Great for big purchases you want to pay off slowly. Citi gives 18 months at 0%, but only for balance transfers, not new purchases. For travel, Discover has no foreign fees but limited acceptance overseas. Citi charges 3% on foreign purchases, so not great for travel. Look, both are solid cards for different people. Discover if you want to maximize categories and love that first year double rewards. Citi if you want simple 2% on everything. The pro move, use both. Discover for 5% categories, Citi for everything else. If this helped you decide, hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment and tell me which way you're leaning. Okay, let's be real for a second. Choosing the right cashback credit card in 2025. It's like picking your team before the big game. You need the one that's actually going to have your back with every single purchase you make. And today we've got two absolute heavyweights going head to head. The Discover It Cashback versus the Citi Double Cash Card. One's promising those sweet rotating categories with bonus multipliers that can get you 5% back. The other one, it's all about that steady, no-nonsense 2% cashback every time you swipe. But here's the thing. They're both great cards. They're both crazy popular. And honestly, they both make perfect sense for different types of spenders. So in this video, we're breaking it down in plain English. No confusing bank jargon, no sugarcoating the truth. Just straight talk about which one actually puts more money back in your pocket. If you want to stop leaving money on the table every time you spend, hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me, your wallet will thank you later. Let's start with the easiest thing to compare. What's it going to cost you to own these cards? Hand gesture. And I've got good news right off the bat. Both the Discover It Cashback and the Citi Double Cash Card come with zero annual fee. Yeah, that's right. You're not paying the bank just for the privilege of keeping their card in your wallet. Now, first impressions matter, and these two feel completely different when you first get them. The Discover It Cashback has that sleek, customizable look. You can actually pick your card design when you apply, which is honestly a nice personal touch. It's almost like saying, hey, this card fits my style. The Citi Double Cash, on the other hand, is way more understated. Clean, minimal, professional, like that no-nonsense friend who's all about business. No flashy colors, no gimmicks, just straight up performance. So right out of the gate, neither card is going to eat into your rewards with an annual fee. But the vibe they give off is totally different. Discover leans fun and friendly. Citi feels polished and all business. Which one, yo? What's up, everyone? So I just checked my credit card statements for last month, and I'm not even kidding. I made $487 in cashback rewards just from my normal spending. And before you think I'm some kind of credit card genius or something, let me tell you, 6 months ago I was that person using a basic bank debit card for everything like a complete amateur. But then I discovered something that literally changed my financial game forever, And today I'm going to share exactly what I learned because honestly, I wish someone had told me this stuff years ago. We're talking about two specific credit cards, the Citi Double Cash and the Discover It Cashback. Now I know credit card videos aren't exactly thrilling content, but stick with me here because what I'm about to show you could put an extra $500, $800, maybe even over $1,000 back in your pocket every single year. I'm going to break down exactly which card to get based on your spending habits, how to use them together like a pro, because yes, you should probably have both. And I'll share my personal monthly strategy that maximizes rewards on literally every dollar I spend. Look, your bank makes money when you don't know this stuff. Credit card companies profit when you use their basic cards with terrible rewards. So if you want to flip the script and actually make money from your everyday spending, hit that subscribe button right now and let's dive in. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to look at your wallet completely differently. Alright, so let me start with a little story. About 8 months ago, I was at dinner with my friend Marcus. Shout out to Marcus if you're watching. And we're splitting the check, right? I pull out my basic Chase debit card and he pulls out this sleek black credit card. I'm like, dude, trying to look fancy or something. And he just laughs and goes, man, I just earned $12 cash back on dinner. You earned $0. That hit different, you know? Like, we both paid the same amount, but he literally got paid to eat dinner while I got nothing. That night I went home and started researching, and what I found honestly kind of blew my mind. See, I always thought credit cards were just for people who couldn't manage money, or they were some kind of trap to get you in debt. And yeah, they can be if you're not careful, but used correctly, they're basically free money machines. So I started small, got my first rewards card, started paying it off in full every month, and within 3 months I was earning more in cash back than I was getting in interest from my savings account. Not even joking. Now let's talk about the Citi Double Cash because this card is honestly perfect for people who don't want to overthink their rewards strategy. Here's how it works, and it's actually pretty clever. You earn 1% cash back when you make a purchase, then you earn another 1% when you pay for that purchase. So it's literally 2% cash back on everything. No categories, no limits, no rotating nonsense to keep track of. Like last week, I spent $200 on groceries. Boom, $2 back when I swiped the card. Then when I paid my bill, boom, another $2 back. $4 total, which I know doesn't sound like much, but hear me out. If you spend, let's say, $2,000 a month on normal stuff, rent, groceries, gas, utilities, whatever, that's $40 back every single month. Over a year, that's $480, just for spending money you were already going to spend anyway. But here's where it gets really interesting. They also give you 5% cash back, not 2%, but 5%, when you book hotels, car rentals, and attractions through their travel portal called Citi Travel. I used this when I went to Miami last month, booked 3 nights at this hotel through their portal, spent $600 total. Instead of getting my usual 2% back, which would have been $12, I got 5% back. That's $30. Literally paid for my dinner one night just from the extra rewards. Now, there is one thing you got to watch out with this card. If you're traveling internationally, they charge a 3% foreign transaction fee. So if you're spending money in Europe or Asia or wherever, those fees can actually cancel out your rewards. Keep that in mind. Oh, and if you're carrying a balance on another card with high interest, and again, no judgment, we've all been there, this card offers 0% APR for 18 months on balance transfers. That's a year and a half to pay off debt without any interest charges. But listen, and this is important, you got to actually pay it off during those 18 months. Because once that promotional period ends, you're looking at interest rates between 18% and 28%. And if you miss even one payment, they can kill that 0% rate immediately. I always tell people, if you're going to do a balance transfer, set up automatic payments for way more than the minimum. Like, figure out how much you need to pay each month to clear the balance in 15 months instead of 18. Give yourself some buffer room. Now, the Discover It Cash,